Good morning, Dave Snyder here. It is the 7th day of August 2013. Very interesting weather pattern here around North America today. It's been here for a few days actually. This big circular pattern that comes around like this. You see this? Like right here. And maybe the other day it looked a bit more circular. I got a picture that I saved from the other day. I'm going to show you right now. I did an overlay over this, but I basically saved this image and I put it in the middle of the Pacific where I could work on it a little bit better. I'll show you that. And I think it's right here somewhere. Here it is. And you see this circular pattern. It just goes all the way around like this. Just let me show you the first image I put up there was the side of the moon that we see, which is I think right here. And this is from Google Moon, and it's not a very good image actually of the lunar surface. It's leaves out so many details. It's just unreal. I mean, like these are the details they give you basically, and then you see where those kind of line up in the weather there. They've got like that crater lining up at that spot. There's a few other things that I'd noticed that line up pretty good in this picture, but it's hard to be sure, you know. And what I did is I took this Kepler area here, Kepler right here, in this area surrounding it. I basically looked at where it lined up here. I seen this area here where Kepler would be, right? And what I did is I basically took that area. Let me turn this off here. I went back over to where North America is, and I lined Kepler up in that area. It's right here somewhere. It's probably this one. Again, this is from Google Moon. It's not a very good image, but you know, I did see some areas in this area that line up pretty good. Like right here, you see this. This is Kepler, and then you see right in the center. You see right there. You see this here, and back it off just a little bit. See that circular shape right there? And you see how that fits in there pretty good? I mean, it fits there really good actually. And then you see this one here. See that one there? See right here? I mean, they definitely align. I mean, you got those two right on top of those spots, and you can look through the rest of the picture, like right here. You can see something there. I can definitely see something right there with that little line, that little area through it. You can see the same shape right there. Look at that, it's got that line in the center, right there. And you can see this. Look at this. You see this faint line here. I mean, really, they give you just the most, I don't know, the most faint clues, you know. But you have to go with something, and then you look at the whole thing overall, and I can see that. I can see that right there, pretty much. I can see that, and like there's this circular shape right here that they kind of make real faint, and I can see that right in that area, along with all this right here lining up pretty good. And I could definitely see those areas being there. And you got the Black Hills there. Looks to me like that could go there very easily. Very easily. And you see this kind of right here, this angle, and I see the same thing in the picture in North America right there. See that? And this line that comes through right here, watch. I see something right. You can see something coming through right there. There's definitely a line. Anyways, past that, we'll get past that here. So that's the side of the moon that faces us now, the one I just showed you over that area. But then I decided to I just decided to put an Air Oriental up there, and basically, I mean, I didn't even have to really adjust it. What I did is I turned it a little bit so I could line this area right up here with this crater. Watch this, people. I mean, I did not even have to line this up. I just turned it a little bit so that crater would fall into that circular area right there that I see. This area right here, see that? I just moved it to fit right there. Then check out the rest of this stuff right here, like this area. Watch. Look at that. I mean, come on. You see the curve right here, this curve that comes down? I mean, that is so there. Look at that. Everything is there. Especially that shape there, though. That's really, I mean, then just look at the whole thing overall. Look at it fit there. Just incredible. Just incredible. But the thing is, that makes the moon a lot bigger than they say, right? Okay, so I got something else to show you here. Something else to show you, if I can get it all together here. Let me turn this off. So, I mean, look, you see this pattern. See the line around the outside? This is definitely a circular pattern that goes right here. I mean, it's definitely circular in shape. Definitely something happens there. And for all these areas of the moon to fit there, it just shows something. I mean, look, people, this is the way I see it. If you study the Earth, just study the Earth geology, or if you study the weather, whatever, and you haven't noticed this yet. See, I think a lot of people have noticed it, and I think they do know about this. They just don't like to share this information or something. They think it's bad news or something. I don't know, either that or they're just in complete denial and they just don't want to believe it. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I mean, I'd rather know the truth than to be lied to about all this the geology of the Earth I live on. I mean, just give me a break here. I mean, let's just hear the truth. Let the truth be known. You know. Anyways, let me show you what I got here. Kind of winded already. Let's see if I can find this here. Okay, so that's not the one I want to show. It is one I want to show. Okay, so this is the Schrodinger crater with the Mare Australe area of the moon. I colorized it to get more detail out of it. And what I did is I got this area of Siberia. I believe it's right here. And I've enlarged it quite a bit. It's very, very large compared to the actual size. But I wanted to line it up with this here to see how it fit. And it fits pretty good like this. This is a reversed image of the moon over Siberia. And if you don't know about this geology of Siberia, I can give you a rundown of what I know from watching how the Earth was made. Basically, this area is 50% bigger. Siberia is 50% bigger than the United States of America. Okay. And 250 million years ago, supposedly, there was a massive eruption that flooded all of Siberia, almost all of Siberia, it's a big lava field, 500,000 times bigger than the Kilauea lava field. Okay, 500,000 times bigger than Hawaii's Kilauea lava field. Okay, so and it supposedly it erupted for 1 million years, starting 250 million years ago, and it killed everything, almost every living thing on the Earth. They say that it was just a mantle plume, because they can't explain it, because it was not a coastal eruption. They weren't like regular volcanoes that happen along the coast or plate boundaries or whatever. It happened in the middle of the continent, so they're having to say that it's a mantle plume that created it, and it erupted for 1 million years. Well, I hate to say it, but I think they're wrong. Well, I don't know. I kind of like saying that too, but I think they got the story right. I think it might have happened 250 million years ago, and I think it did erupt for 1 million years, and it probably did kill everything, almost every living thing on Earth. But the part what started it, maybe it could have been a mantle plume, but what started the mantle plume? Okay, it was an impact with our moon. This fits here so well. And this makes it the size they say it is. Actually, they say this crater on the moon is 200 miles in diameter right here at Schrodinger. And this shows it at 200 miles in diameter. What I'm showing you here, this is enlarged, but over here it shows it at 200 miles in diameter. If you were to look at the crater over here, where it actually happened. I got this way enlarged, so. But I'm not going to go into total detail on. You can check it yourself. I just prefer people to check it themselves, because you're not going to believe it till you see it. Start reversing the moon over the Earth. I mean, definitely something there. Definitely things line up pretty good. So anyways, that's about it for now. I'm just saying, everybody's looking for the truth and everything on here about the future of our planet, and I'm telling you right now, I can tell you what the past consists of, and it consists of many lunar impacts with the Earth. from what their images show. I mean, I'm not no genius or anything. I'm not. I just all I'm doing is reversing the images over the Earth. It's not a big deal, but what it shows is a big deal. It is absolutely a huge deal if you're looking for truth. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, you can believe whatever you want. I don't, I totally respect other people's beliefs. I'm not trying to change your mind, whatever. I'm just trying to show you something that you should take a look at before you set your mind in stone. You know what I mean? Because I mean, it just shows you who you can trust as far as your future and who will lie to you and for what reason. I mean, I showed you this. I don't know if I showed this gold one yet. This gold map here. This is where they found all the gold in the western United States, basically, where they show these areas of gold. And I have this alignment right here, up here, showing that what I lined up basically. What was this? See this crater here? Look at the little ring of gold right there. See that little ring of gold? Basically, line up with that. And there is a crater over here in Northern California. You got Mount Shasta right there, big volcano used to be. Pretty much close to the center of that area. There's Great Salt Lake in the center, or right in the center of the impact, where I'd imagine that would create a Great Salt Lake with if there was an inland sea here, supposedly there was an inland sea, and if this area hit this area and pulled away, it could possibly pull up the Rocky Mountains, I'd imagine. But you can see the shape of it's pretty much the same. So this would be a good reason why they wouldn't tell you about the moon hitting the Earth. I would imagine that would be one good reason. And maybe they got all the gold already, but they can't tell you now. They can't say that they can't admit to their lie. They would never do that. You know how that government is, and NASA and all that. They would never admit to lying. Of course not. They're still making money off you with their lies. So, anyways, I'm not going to go into that. Take a look at things and have a good day. Till next time.